Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this cloudy start to this Wednesday, the 18th of November, 2015. And we generally have cloudy skies across the forecast region this morning. The clouds are rolling in from off the ocean as well. Ceilings at about 3,000 feet throughout most of the region this morning. The winds are light, but there are some gusts out here on the ocean at the buoy here. About 20 knots here. Most stations are reporting generally a wind shift here as the winds are veering around to the southeast this morning as moisture is pooling in from off the ocean. And we've got plenty of cloud cover beginning to move into western Pennsylvania as well. This is our warm front, cold front, and it will be moving through the region during the next 24 hours. And lots of rainfall is on the way for Thursday and Thursday afternoon. Temperatures this morning are starting out basically in the upper 30s across the Hudson River Valley area, also portions of eastern Long Island and southeastern Connecticut. They're right in the low to the mid 40s around the New York City metropolitan area and also down to the Philadelphia I-95 corridor as well. Overlaying a large-scale view this morning of our surface systems with our satellite and radar information. Here's the high pressure now exiting off of the Newfoundland and down through Boston this morning. We have an onshore southeasterly wind, and we can already see the cloud cover beginning to build in from off the ocean here on the satellite imagery. All of this is a storm system that produced numerous amounts of heavy snow across the Colorado Rockies, wind, thunderstorm, and tornado damage here. Look at this plume of moisture connected with a subtropical jet stream all the way from the Baja of Mexico and portions of Mexico all the way into Louisiana this morning and into Kentucky this morning and getting its way into Chicago and Milwaukee and Wisconsin as this deep area of low pressure begins to move up towards Minneapolis and eventually presses this cold front through our region with moderate to heavy rain coming in for Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Meanwhile, we have another storm system in the Pacific flow here entering Washington, getting into southeastern or southwestern Canada here, and another storm system just off the coast here of British Columbia and Vancouver, making its way onshore over the next 24 hours. National view this morning of watches, warnings, and advisories. We do have small craft advisories now in effect until 6 p.m. on Thursday, and this is for all of the coastal waters here from just south of Rhode Island here through the New Jersey coastal waters, the New York Harbor, the Back Bays, North Shore, South Shore of eastern Long Island, included all the way into the Chesapeake and all the way down through the Carolina coast as well. We have interior advisories this morning. We have a tornado watch in effect until 10 this morning for portions of southeastern Louisiana. And we have tornado watches in effect for portions of southwestern Alabama. We have flash flood watches here for Memphis area and up towards just west of Nashville in Tennessee. Aerial flood warnings here for all the heavy rain that's been falling over Missouri over the last 24 hours. Back through southern Texas, a frost advisory, chilly in New Mexico with a freeze warning in portions of southwestern New Mexico, and of course up towards Montana and the interior plains here, high wind watches in effect. We also have wind advisories out here towards southeastern Idaho, and look, more flooding advisories coming in this morning again across Seattle and Washington this morning. Over the last 24 hours, lots of non-thunderstorm wind damage reports coming in across portions of Seattle and Montana, portions of Oregon and Portland here. Also through the southeast, anywhere from San Antonio up through Louisiana, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas, and parts of Kentucky near Knoxville and Nashville. And this is a result of all the heavy rain and thunderstorms that have been reported throughout this region. Flooding has also been a concern with flash flooding in portions of Missouri here and Louisiana, also out and towards Alabama and Mississippi here. And if we look at the heavy rain, well, we've had it. And quite a lot of heavy rain has fallen. We've had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches of rain has fallen over parts of this region here across the central part of the United States and the high plains. Heavy snow in the Colorado Rockies. We've had reports of over 2 feet of snow in portions of here. We had heavy snow up to 30 inches here, and this is the Monument Highway 550. Heavy snow in portions of Colorado over the last 24 hours. Just impressive amounts of snowfall here. Morning pass of the visible satellite this morning shows the low clouds in place as it approaches here from off the ocean, and a lot more cloud cover and rain moving in to our south and west associated with all of this heavy lifting. This is indicated on the colors of blue and oranges here on the water vapor channel this morning, which means that a lot of rain is going to be coming into our region as everything is lifted vertically and parallel to the front. during this morning. Now, all the precipitation on radar is still to our south and west, and the wall is beginning to fill in across the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf Coast, and eventually that's shifting in our direction for tomorrow. On the aviational weather deck today, we have some low clouds increasing across the region this morning. Otherwise, VFR conditions expected for most of the balance of the day. Exceptions, Reading and Allentown, where MVFR conditions expected for the balance of the day. Winds start off east-northeast, become more southeasterly this afternoon and tonight in advance of the cold front that will work its way through the region beginning tonight. Clouds will increase and thicken later today and tonight. Expect a more widespread MVFR later this afternoon and rain chances by daybreak tomorrow. I-95 corridor west. Possibly a little bit more pessimistic in some spots this afternoon or evening. However, the worst appears to be on Thursday. And speaking about Thursday, MVFR and IFR conditions with periods of rain, heavy at times, southeast to south winds gusting to 20 to 25 knots at times. Thursday night, MVFR, IFR conditions early with rain ending during the evening. Improving conditions overnight behind the cold front. Winds become northwest behind the cold front as well. Friday and Saturday, VFR, gusty northwesterly winds at 20 to 25 knots during the day on Friday. Saturday and Saturday night, generally VFR, chance of showers late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, mainly northern areas as a secondary cold front moves through. Gusty westerly winds and northwesterly winds at 20 to 25 knots behind that frontal passage. Right now outside of Newark, it's 44, dew point 38, humidity 79%. Wind is basically northeast at 8 and broken ceilings at 3,300 feet. And we're going to expect some light rain to get in here late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And it could be coming down in pretty heavy amounts in parts of the region tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Philadelphia right now, 43, dew point 37, humidity 79%. The wind is northeast at 6. Few clouds at 3,000, 18,000, 25,000. Again, the story for today will be the increasing cloud cover, and ceilings will begin to lower and thicken. VFR will go over to MVFR and eventually IFR by tomorrow as the rain shield moves east. Forecasted charts over the next 24 hours. We'll begin on Wednesday here with our cold front, occluded front here across the Great Lakes into Kentucky and into Tennessee and Alabama here. And all of this beginning to move towards the east slowly as the warm front moves through the region. Warm front getting closer to the region with isentropic lift here passing through the region on Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. We become warm sectored, moderate to heavy rain periods across the region, 1 to 2 inches locally higher, and an embedded thunderstorm across the region. And by Friday, this front clears the coast as the low pressure area along the front begins to move into southern New England. High pressure fills in, but there's another disturbance here in the northern stream and another disturbance undercutting it here across the plains, which is coming in from off the Pacific. And there'll be an increase of cloud cover a little bit on Saturday night and Sunday. We'll get into that in just a moment. Forecasted charts from the GFS. Here's our wall of rain coming in. Could be some locally heavy rain as it moves into the region on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, and then eventually moves to the east by early Friday morning away from our region as strong high pressure begins to build in. Notice there's a couple of other disturbances here in the flow. Another disturbance heading up towards the Great Lakes by Saturday afternoon and Sunday. And that will drag another front through the region on Sunday. There could be some downsloping snow showers isolated and scattered about the Adirondacks here, also portions of the lakes as this moves off the into southeastern Canada, St. Lawrence River Valley towards Quebec and Montreal on Sunday afternoon. And that means a cold pool of air is going to be moving in. It's chilly air mass in place, but nearly dry conditions are forecasted for the beginning part of next week. Forecasted temperatures for today, lower 50s here in the mountains of northwest Jersey and the Poconos, 55 in the city, 61 in Philadelphia. By the time we get into tomorrow, temperatures rebound nicely in the warm sector, 64 in New York City, 66 in Philadelphia. And that's just about it because temperatures are going to start tumbling after that. By the time we get to Thursday night, Friday actually, temperatures going to be around 57 in the city and Philadelphia. Notice to our west, temperatures already getting into the upper 40s, and that cool pool will be filtering into the metropolitan area. Saturday's temperatures right around 50 degrees, upper 40s to lower 50s over the interior from 80 west into Pennsylvania here. And it's a chilly weekend ahead. Sunday's temperatures, again, on the chilly side, not getting above 50 degrees throughout the entire metropolitan area. Could see some upper 30s across portions of the regions, the Catskill Mountains here and the Poconos of northwestern New Jersey. Monday, we stay cool. Temperatures in the 40s throughout the region, and we begin to warm up slightly, but still not by much. Normal standards here around 50 degrees by Tuesday afternoon. NAM 4 kilometer total precipitation through Friday afternoon. Locally in stripes here we could see anywhere from about a half of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, all the way up to over an inch of rain and any heavier shower or thunderstorm activity. So some strong windproof umbrellas are going to be needed around the region on Thursday and Thursday afternoon, and also make sure your tires are inflated properly. Do not hydroplane on the roadways and drive carefully. Obviously, we are going to have some rain and some wind during tomorrow, and then a chilly weekend ahead for the northern mid-Atlantic region. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a good Wednesday out there.